Good evening, folks. This is Scotty Mac D83 from Los Angeles, California. Welcome, YouTubers. Just shooting this short video here to show you what I'm working with. It's something new for me. I've been a Castle Creations fan for a few years, and I have them in all my vehicles, basically. Started out with the Traxxas Millennium motor, and I guess I graduated, worked my way up. This is something, like I said, this is something new for me. This is a 2200 kV motor and speed control from Hobby Wing. A little bit less expensive than the Castle Creations. I don't know if I like it yet because I haven't had a chance to do any speed runs or put GPS on it. I was getting some really big numbers with Castle Creations, so hopefully this will follow right up in his footsteps. Let me pop the stop off and show you what I'm working with. This is actually an old school Rustler Nitro Sport body that I have, that I painted up. I've had this body a while. Just found it in a cardboard box I have here in my garage. Decided I'll start using it for speedrun body. Hopefully it won't get too messed up. Let me pop the top off here and show you what I'm working with. Pull this top off here, set it up here. As you can hear, it's running, and here's the can. Pretty nice can there. It's the exact same size, length, and thickness as same size stator as the Castle Creations 2200 kV. This was right around $93, somewhere in that area. Integy aluminum gearbox is a must. You have to have that in order to run these big motors. As you can see, this car is it's RPM. Got a lot of RPM stuff on it and some aluminum stuff. It's some hub adapters and bearing carriers, things like that. Still running the 6852X drive shafts. These are like the best drive shafts, man. They're durable as hell. They can handle this the power I'm putting down. And I made this aluminum bar for the back. Car actually doesn't wheelie. Doesn't wheelie because this big piece of aluminum, or not aluminum, but lead that I have up here in front. I made an ingot to match the top plate on the chassis here, and I poured some lead into a mold that I made on out of a piece of 2x6. I routed it out with a router, the shape that I wanted, and then I just melted some lead, poured it in there, and it's about 1 pound 6 ounces. Pretty much, after I shaved and carved on it a little bit. It's somewhere in there. As you can see, I'm running the aluminum bulkhead down here on the bottom, right down here, right down in there. It's aluminum bulkhead, STRC front and rear shock towers. I have Integy piggyback shocks in the front. These are front shocks, so they're the little short stubby ones. And I'm actually running big bore shocks in the back with dual whatever you want to call these things. They add resistance to the shock and gives you a nice tight rebound. They work pretty well. Things are nice and stable back there. On a speedrun car, you kind of want it to be nice and it's a little flexible, because this RPM shock tower back here, it's got a little flex in it, but it's good enough. And as you can see, I'm running a 5200 milliamp Electron Pro battery, 50C. They're pretty good batteries. I like them. They don't seem to run off. They always have power no matter what you're doing. That little battery hold down that I made out of aluminum. Trying to get into making some of this aluminum stuff, man. Stuff's expensive to buy, and if you can make it, takes you an hour to make it. It's worth making it if you can get it. I like that. Also, I have over here some of these leashes. I don't know if you saw when I took it off the top of the car, but this is one here that I made. There's a piece of steel cable in there to hold these clips so you don't lose them, and you know, I'm gonna try and see what this can bring me. Hopefully these numbers will be good with this, and can give you a short little demo here on what this is. Look at my, just take off here just a little bit. It's just rolling. As you go up and up and up, you can see still just a tiny bit of throttle, and it's just cooking. It's pretty hard to get a GRP to balloon, but with this power here, you can do that. Shouldn't really be doing that on the bench when there's no resistance on it. It's not sitting on the ground. This car weighs about, I'm thinking close to 8 pounds, something like that, with the other battery on the top here. When I'm running a 6-cell setup right now, this is just a 3-cell setup. I have a Y connector that I use to hook the other batteries, but the other battery sits right up in here, and it's pretty nice, man. I can't wait to see what this is gonna do. Hopefully it'll be all right. Yeah, this I like the system here with this hobby wing. Came with a program card, real simple to program. You just unplug this fan right here in between these two. A little red wire, red and black wire right there. Just unplug this, and instead of going into the receiver box like you have to on the Castle Creations and unplug the speed control completely unplug it from the receiver box, you just plug the controller for the program right in here, unhook this fan, and it's you can program it right there. A lot of it's got a lot of really cool settings on it. Let me check real quick. Give me a second here. This is the one that I purchased right here. The EZRUN Max 8, 150 amp speed control. Free. The program card. Very cool. I was happy when this came. I had to wait a couple weeks actually for this to come, and this is what the program card looks like. That's what the program card looks like. Real simple little box with a bunch of little settings on it, and it actually has some good come on, focus. Maybe not. Maybe it's not going to focus for me. But you can change a whole bunch of stuff with this. Like I said, you can see this just you just take this, unplug this this one here, and plug this in right into your right into the top of the thing here, and you're good. And then you just go ahead and program whatever you want on here. I can't believe I can't get this thing to. doesn't want to program, doesn't want to cooperate. But anyway, it's got a bunch of settings. It's got like it's got 12 settings. I got here's the box for the motor. This is the motor here. It's a 4274 brushless motor, 2200 kV. It's for an 8 scale. It's a 10th scale car. This is a Rustler chassis. Yeah, like I said, this was like 93 bucks, and this was $124, I believe, shipped, and with the program card. Very good deal, I thought. And it works up to a 6S system, 3 to 6S. So hopefully this will work out for me, and I will get back with you, possibly with a speed run, or with just some information letting you know how this thing worked out. Thanks. You guys have a great evening. Bye.